But at the end of the day, it's if you make it into that top 12, and we're looking for it in Group A and as well as Group B. Group A, PE Sports, BRUAG, it's the Star Knights. Attack all around. Vamos. For Group B, it's Falcons.
We have teams like BRU who are still at the very top, AG Global as well, being fierce contenders as always. Vamos showing up every now and then, but never really able to keep that momentum going. So very polarizing results from most of our squads, despite a lot of substitutions, a lot of roster swaps during the transfer windows. We are still not seeing the leaderboard really shift too much.
Yeah, the leaderboards kind of feel like it's almost set in stone, but this is where the upsets could happen. I think at least for Falcons, they don't have to worry about BTR on their backs sometimes and taking on...
We're not going to get there for a while, but I can't say the same for Todak though. It's them and PE Sports right there at Clock Tower. Very early skirmish. Obviously, PE Sports is going to get the guns first, and frequently the first knockdown. No points claimed just yet. Toda looking to fight back. They need to somehow get to 7. Gonna start with Ban Raja with a good secure, and now making his way to 7 to bring him back up. But in the meantime, Traps, his teammates, got knocked down. PE Sports not wanting to relent.
Yeah, they gotta hold on for as long as possible. Look like synchronized swimming as soon as they drop down, but now looking for that final member. Todak will eventually overcome PE Sports, take an early bow out in map number 1. Real unfortunate stuff.
As they are kind of spread out on the map. But Vamos so far in the middle of the pack if we just look at the local squad. Meanwhile, Hua Esports, they're just wiping out GOW. 4 points so far. Demon the third to go down. Mid-air snipe this time, not gonna land. Either survives the onslaught and makes it out alive, but our RQ Kazu not that lucky. Wasana wipes them out, and AG Global now about to basically just rain hell on Star Knights. 2 Indonesian teams
to get walked up on by Falcons. Oh my god, Peter has an insane angle here.
This might just change the course of the battle. They are backing up because someone else is shooting at them, but here comes the push. Peter, what? A grenade! Actually, Koskyu with the support. And Vamos, just like you said, are getting absolutely clobbered, on fire, on top. Another day from Koskyu. This guy activating that golden arm at the start of the day. And there's just nothing Vamos could do. Falcons, they just ran over them in the blink of an eye. And with Vamos left with just Kathizi, it's only a matter of time before they hunt him down for the 8 point.
Oh, and now Koskyu, he's gonna try. Taking on this 1v1, just buying a time for as long as possible. Vamos eventually, inevitably, will get eliminated here. Nobody to give a helping hand and bail them out of the situation. As now Todak, southern side of Falcons right now, trying to play this uphill battle as both are on the slope. Hua might be hearing the shots coming in from one more. They might look to peek. Because right now, all the teams are playing on the outside of the circle. It's just open field in the middle of it. It's a pretty weird endgame scenario, but at least for the side of BRU, they should be able to overlook all the teams on the western side.
Time to pour all your explosives because it's about to get heated. As Falcons, 9 eliminations so far. Todak next on their hit list. They are kind of chilling around, playing the glue walls. Retry rhythm shown as well. Glue wall mounts around the corner. Trap needs a lot of support right now. Wings actually clips Peter somehow, and that is going to stop Falcons in the tracks for now. That's a 12 point for Todak. So far doing incredibly well in this opening round.
Very aggressive. They know how to hunker down and punish their opponents for trying to take the space. But do they have enough resources to make it into the other side for the next piece of natural cover? As the ring closes in, on fire, Koskyu ain't happy with what Wings did. Expand eventually gets eliminated, but they have to go for the all-in. 1v1 doesn't go well. The backup plan was a little late as the pre-fire didn't work out. Now it's going to be a full 2v2. Oh, and Raja still gets blasted in the middle of that. They get bailed out with the help of AG on the opposite side. Falcons with 13 eliminations, making it the top 4.
Not just that, one more with the support fire from afar. When he's not pressured, he literally lands every single shot. BRU actually wiped out by AG Global. Down the top 3 is them, Hua Esports, and Falcons. Falcons are the only team with 1 member down. Seems like the win rate says that Hua Esports have the best chance based on where they are location-wise. But I digress because AG Global, they are on the top of the hill, and Falcons, they want that spot.
Yeah, I think that Falcons just should not show presence. Just keep looking towards Hua's side. If Hua's pushing up, take your time. You don't have to immediately take out the fraggers, but make sure that that sniper goes down, and they've already found Triken. Death and Yanbin trying their best, and Shin and Yanbin are down. Death has to hold on. It's great. Utilize target priority. If AG is already shooting at Hua, double up on it, and you can see that Falcons completely give up at shooting Hua anymore. They're looking to slowly come up on that uphill to take AG with full force.
And on fire immediately shows presence right after that. Drops out the Steffi to negate any sort of explosive. Utility denier so far. Koskyu in the front of things. Somehow able to reconvene with his teammates. But as the circle closes in, Hua are not down and out just yet. They could still have an impact on this final fight. And it all comes down to whether Koskyu can make it. Unfortunately, no more grenades on his side, and AG takes the first stop around the corner, almost. Gunstar on fire, who was able to get away, double riptide rhythm. Dew is now exposed. Those blue walls will only buy a bit of time, but just enough for AG Global to make up for lost base.
Oh, Koskyu, he tries to initiate, and Slop gets baited into the fight. They've already found one, but the rest immediately start pouncing onto the back member. Koskyu now all by himself, one more, and as well as on fire. Don't have line of sight here, as the rest of them are starting to fall. AG encompass them, eliminating his death, clapping his hands. As many as he can take out. If he clutches it, he will be godly. But AG come up on top of the booyah here today for map number 1.
Very, very well done. Fantastic start for AG Global. Really, there's a
fortunate, right, for attack all around. It looks like overall, in terms of total points, they end up with only 7. So their first engagement and then afterwards a bad decision of slow rolling back into the ring really costed them way more points, because I think they would have been sitting closer to 14 with positional, and also with the scenario of free teams. Yes, it used to be the case of early fighting, but even so, you got to make sure you're at full fighting strength. RQ will try and take advantage of the lone member of God of Wolf, split off from the rest of them. They might have to take a 3v2 unless they swing a little too wide.
This is a 1v4 at this point. Oh, no chance at all.
And Moshi will eventually take their time before they start penetrating in towards Hua Esports on lower ground.
Trying to play divide and conquer, right? They wanted to separate the Hua Esports members, but Hua able to reconvene with each other, and now here comes the rush. It's Wasana. Just runs into 4 people and finds the first takedown anyways. Doesn't seem like BRU cares who they're up against, because they're just too good. Every one of the members is equivalent to 4, and Hua Esports basically caught with the pants down. And not just that, Jonah, what a snipe with the RGS. Even does a parkour maneuver to find the second one onto Hua Esports, and now it's just pandemonium for the Vietnamese team. They had no chance from the beginning.
Oh, that was brutal. That was so... They might get blasted, but we'll see in a little bit, because we do see the Star Knights actually pushing into AG's spot.
And let's see if they can up the Illim count. Lean goes down. He's the one with the grenade in hand. And Dew really crippled the firepower of Star Knights. It's not done just yet. Ras also ends up going down. AG Global playing and keeping Star Knights at an arm's range before they come in for the finishing best chance to stop AG Global. Todak did it in the previous game, but can expand, replicate the success. 2 buildings to work with. AG Global coming in from the eastern side, and here we go. They storm the front. Caramel looking for angles, and Kuching actually chunked down to very low, so he needs time. Backup is going to follow him. A bodyguard actually trying to protect him, but unfortunately for Achab, he is out of this game for now. AG Global dispatching the members of Expand. Axo being the second one to get taken out.
Tactically, room by room, breach as they start dropping down the glue wall melters to eventually go into the last room. Katheezy's already down. The chick is trying his best, but that glue wall ain't stopping nobody. Sypha looking to end this quick with a mini Uzi as they wipe out Expand in 9th place here in Purgatory. Attack all around. As per mentioned, they're responsible, but wait, Vamos is getting into a full-on engagement with BRU as BRU. We just watched the last couple of moments as BRU puts the final nail in their coffin.
Yeah, Vamos really had no chance but to fight that, but actually made it closer than I thought. Would have been nice if they took down Wasana, his jump guard. We see his final moments. AG Global just catches a lucky stroke, and that's 10 points already. They even have the circle in their favor. Meanwhile, PE Sports right now against Todak. You still get in. It's about revenge, and PE Sports not up to the best of stars, losing Ban already. And Todak still pretty much with the full squad, but BRU is gonna crash the party, and that complicates things.
Oh wait, hold on. How much damage did BRU take? It looks like they didn't have a pocket marker on hand to get any revives. I saw Moshi, but I didn't know how many team members he brought in that vehicle too. Todak still trapped on the inside. Get high on the top. He's just taking his time. He's looking at Wings, making it difficult. They don't know this. Todak don't realize it. They've already taken the majority of the members of PE Sports, but Get High is stopping Wings from actually keeping hold of that angle. BRU forcibly made Todak take this full engage onto PE, and now if they find a pick of their own and turn this into a 2v2, this could be huge.
And I mean, Get High is being so cheeky. He tried to chunk down the members of Todak from on top of the roof, but AG Global saw all of that happening. They were pelting glue wall melters onto the roof just to get rid of the BRU members, as he was forced to put up his own glue wall. And AG Global, once more, just like Bermuda, are in a perfect spot to potentially take the win if they keep this up. Look at the amount of control they have over the safe zone.
I love it. I love it. I think God of Wolf right now on the southern side of the map just don't show presence, right? You don't need to show presence. If you want to start playing for elimination points, your best bet is showing up on towards the western side of that hill. AG has a lot of play space, but Todak and as well as BRU, only one of those teams need to survive to make it out. And now with the next ring already revealed, God of Wolf playing for the end game zone.
Todak tried to run down BRU with the monster truck, and Caramel somehow lands a nade onto Wings. Of all people, the cluster to follow up. Wings, even though he stands back up, probably will go down to the blue zone as Todak are all expiring. So monster truck being hijacked. It's GTA in purgatory. Todak is going to be knocked out down to top 4. AG Global, I think this is the time for them to pounce. Moshi is busy dealing with his inner demons, and this one manifested in the form of GOW. It's going to be Riptide Rhythm. Moshi taken down by Demon, and AG Global now have GOW in front of them and a lone Todak member.
Let's see. Because AG, they've been playing very, very aggressive here, and now they're going to start Tatsuya dashing in towards the mix. However, their rushers must take their time, wait for the supports, or maybe an opportunity that's being open as their left flank has been cracked open. Saifa forced to readjust one more time as Demon trying to make his way back. Iza is down, but with the way that this is going, it's not looking very good as AG still have a majority of their members, and it looks like an overextension from GOW is going to cost them the booyah as AG finds it and close out map number 2.
They set the trap, they lured GOW in, and they walked right into a landmine, which blew them to smithereens. Against the Port Destroyer, right, they had to go through a literal fortress, but AG Global sets the record, the standard for today. Most points gathered so far, 29, and then followed by GOW, about 18. Pretty good day for GOW so far, and even BRU not too shabby, despite not making it into top 3. But Todak had a slower round 2, but still able to
front of that damage. It's gonna be Hua instead. I mean, Expand usually don't win out these early engagements, and as I say that, Axel gets knocked down straight away.
It's not gonna get any better from this point onwards, because once a knockdown is confirmed in the initial drop, you usually want to push the advantage, and Hua Esports are doing just that. What is Kachik gonna do though? His team needs some support, so the information is important. Where's communication? Mikit, well, tries to go for a support fire, gets shot by Yanbin from the back, and Axel falls, and that's your sniper down. Kachik also getting stomped on, and Expand are just down to Achap, who not in the 1v1 against Shin, but just gets ran down, running
together. They're going to take the full 4v4, and Todak, they need to open up the space because their glue walls are too stuck together. Second Riptide Rhythm is going to make sure that Kevin is taking so much damage. 10%, he ends up going down. The cluster grenades just hailing down onto Todak members on fire in the middle of the chaos as the Hua members might just turn around to see what's going on. Todak, member by member, they fall. These survivors will not be able to continue any longer than this. Traps, the next to get blown up. Oh, Peter even finding the knockdown as well. Wings is going to get sniped off, and that's Todak getting eliminated at 11th place. Just the wrong place.
BRU and Jonah actually clips dudes mid-air. This could spell the end for RQ Kazu as they all drop into the waiting arms of BRU. Not even a contest. 3 members go down, and RQ Kazu on their last legs. Not sure if they can make it out of this.
Oh my God.
Chances are almost zero. Is Abe just baiting in the blue?
Oh my God, even the rest of the members of Hua ending up on towards that opposite side of the landmass. They're gonna eventually find BRU, but right now, PE, they need to win this against attack all around. By winning this fight, that gives them so much space to actually play with to harass other opponents, but LBT still, with just a sliver of health, forcing Floki to follow immediately after him, and that's gonna be the full squad of PE Sports getting knocked out.
Hwang wanted to support him, but unfortunately he got led into more members that he could deal with. AG Global, on the other hand, again able to stem the bleeding, bring Cypher back up to a point in the safe zone.
Oh, attack all around! They're coming straight for him! It might just be delayed, but let's look at the northern side as the Star Knights are going into the fight. Jonah takes out so many already! Launchers doing good work here today as Wasana stands over them. Just menacingly as they eliminate the Star Knights at 8. RRQ ends up getting eliminated 7th.
And BRU catching up with the eliminations. They are eating good. On fire wants to stop that death train. But first, it's going to be Hua Esports taken out. Get high, get sniped again, and finally finish off by KOSQ. As a separate fight happens, GOW attack all around. They are both engaging at the same opponent, so AG Global, they undetected. Wasana flies in all alone without support. This guy is a psychopath. Suicidal move that ended up getting him knocked down. And Moshi, Jonah, what you gonna do? Stop, finds Moshi. A fourth party that was not expected to participate, and BRU just made the call that got them almost eliminated.
Oh no, it was a bad call, but here comes AG. Do they not? They realize, they know that attack all around, thank goodness, was on their bottom half. They need to win this out, but their sniper is holding on a really tough spot. No line of sight here as Limit, he gets to take his time and really focusing down on these headshots. He can at least eliminate one to even the score, that'd be great, but AG not making it easy. A lot of resources being used. Bison in hand for stop as he drops down another glue wall melter to push them towards the exposed side of BRU, and now everybody's getting involved.
And Wasana got knocked down again. Jonah still trying to provide support fire. Limit forced away by the blue. He was being patient, but unfortunately the zone does not wait, so attack all around ends up getting eliminated. Peter does get knocked down by Jonah, who is somehow still in the game, and once more AG Global makes it to endgame, but this time with one man down. GOW and Team Falcons engaging in their own fight, and AG Global, they have a great chance to take advantage of this. Even putting down the monster truck, it's time to drive right into the heat.
Oh, this is great. This is great. They're using the monster truck as mobile cover, right? They don't want to waste too many of these glue walls. Glue wall melter from Falcons on that top side. So far, so good as one more gets traded down. They're going to be launching artillery at each other, and even Jonah is getting involved, dropping the ice nades there on the top, forcing Falcons to give up the high ground. This is perfect for AG. Oh!
And the nade from AG Global not only knocked out Jonah, but also multiple members of GOW. And this them against Falcons, can they go against the odds? Either trying to hang on, Riptide Rhythm is going to expose Duel for now, but the snipe Duel responds in an instant. AG Global, they want to go in for the kills. Doesn't really matter if they're outnumbered, they're just going to bulldoze through Falcons the best they can. Cost you one more on fire, all hung up together. Peter in the red zone. They want to expose him with the grenade launcher. Peter just putting up as much glue walls as he can. One more knockdown. Caramel surviving a 1v2. On fire gets knocked down. Stop does it all on his own. And now they've gained numbers advantage. Koskio needs help. Can't find it. On fire gets brought back up, but no time to heal himself. It's Peter against the world. Turns the corner. Caramel start working together to try and run him down. As On fire once more getting shot at. AG Global, too damn clean, and it's 3 back-to-back booyahs.
Woo! Hot day for AG Global. Everybody is working like a well-oiled machine, but
kind of the finisher, that's where you're looking a bit more out of, Hua Esports. In this case, for AG Global, they just set another record. They kind of upped the bar a little bit from 29 points to 31 total points in a single round, but Falcons not too shabby, 23 for them. And then BRU, Hua Esports,
forcing the members of Vamos to take a separate angle on the outer side of this tent. Traps is going to try and turn the corner with his face with 2 of the members. He's got a little bit of backup here, but still, Legolas, with him being down, Khaleesi needs to get this. They find Traps, they see the secondary in Kevin, and they turn around to lose their isolated member. They take the 1-for-1, but at the end of the day, McRory with their shotgun just gunning them through.
Finally, it pays off. The flank Wings wanted to hold that high ground, but June found him. So Wings got distracted and now has to make a choice. He's not making out of this alive, so might as well do his best to hold out against Vamos. Maybe you get rid of June and get to the vending machine that is just right underneath this mammoth skeleton. The backup from Vamos closing in very quickly. Wings knows that, drops the blue wall again. Maybe uses the blue to his advantage. Doesn't hurt as much just yet, and Wings himself getting shot at by June from behind, and this pincer might just spell the end for Todak. They're gonna run him down, and Todak out in 12.
Yeah, it's been keeping us away from it. Hua trying to do the same, but if they're gonna hold on to Shrine, Death needs to find a pick, and he finds it in one more. The counter snipe is successful, and this is going to be the full all-in. Wushin, he wants to find that elimination.
Can Peter protect his teammate? It's gonna be him against Peter on top of the roof, and actually Yanbin snipes him, and that is just a great answer from Hua Esports, identifying crucial targets and leaving only one member of Falcons left to wonder what has happened on fire. Trying to isolate the fight. He's surrounded from multiple angles. Get out of this though. It is still a maze to work with, but not for long. Yanbin finds the knockdown, and Team Falcons eliminated.
That's so sad. It's really unfortunate. It just takes a lot of cover. Here comes Vamos. They want this position even more. And the nade launcher is looking to do some work, but Diane is already down, and Vamos is breaking them in. He's just trying his best, but that's Tan who ends up getting trade. Razor is still picking them off. RRQ is looking at this engagement while it's happening on the bottom floor. It's not looking great for Vamos as well, because they're taking damage from PRU members on the outside, and Moshi somehow is still able to get a headshot in the midst of it. Demon is still around. He is able to bring back Giza. He might be able to bring back one more. And they get Diane as well. Yes, that's going to be a full recovery from the side of GOW. Hopefully they can get their health back up as Vamos have locked themselves in, and it's going to be picking apples from a barrel. Demon going to start frying them alive.
It's a tough spot for Vamos. They went for the rush. They lose it. They lose the 1v1, so running straight into a firing range, and then be an onslaught from Vamos. LBT for P-Sport is the last man standing. BRU Moshi also found by Razor at the end, so BRU out at 8.
And now, just patiently waiting. Just gotta patiently wait. Hua was into the full engagement of Star Knights, who had broken up into 2 and 2. They immediately take out Triken. Oh, Triken is able to find one. And at this point, how do you get into the ring? Bayfront is not looking too good to play around. Maybe the fence on the northern side, but AG has full control over that. That being said, Hua now forces Star Knights to go deeper into the ring, and they do face some resistance in RRQ.
Now put the spotlight on Star Knights. This is a horrible spot for Star Knights, in fact, because everyone would want that, except for AG Global, who feel like the master puppeteer, the mastermind of this entire circle. They do need to get rid of GOW and attack all around first to secure a clean angle for a potential 4th booyah. And it seems very possible because attack all around, they only have 2 members left, so GOW is going to be the main focus for AG Global.
Yeah, I'm thinking whether or not Hua might want to consider, starting to mess with RRQ. They want to take their time with this because eventually their play space is going to be on that outer compound fence, right? That's the safest area that they have, but they can also play on the bottom floor of where the Star Knights are currently. Now, RRQ, they might be thinking the same thing, but Hua is there first. That means that we see, oh wait, dude's actually helping them out. Throwing the blue wall melters on that top floor, that might open a hole for Hua to do something.
Dude just got sniped by RRQ Kazu as well, so this fight extends beyond what's in front of the teams. I mean, at least for AG Global, they have time to kind of bring their fallen member back. God, that's a nade, a double, a twofer from Dudes. And the front lines of Hua Esports gets broken wide open. They do stand back up, but RRQ Kazu now goes for the blitz. It's time to rush them down, and Hua Esports hang on for dear life. Separate fight breaking out on the other end as well between 3 different teams. But RRQ Kazu is looking the best it's ever been on Kalahari, just as we predicted, as Razor guns down Shin, looks for the finisher and finds it.
11 eliminations already, make that 12 as they're looking for death. Riptide Rhythms have come out to clear up the blue walls. Dudes ends up falling, which GOW taking a fight onto AG on the opposite side. But right now, we need to see this conclusion because RRQ, with this position, might look for an endgame scenario. Abe ends up falling down, but Hua finally eliminated. We look at the scenario, and AG have full control over the compound as attack all around on high doesn't have much of a choice. Both Floki and Limit must fight on the same plane.
AG Global survived the full push, the full force of GOW without losing a single member. That is just impressive. And now again, we talked about this. If they can take out GOW, they assume majority of the safe zone's control, and this is just shooting fish in the barrel. Fives MKS, you're next, Mao, you're going down. Abai, not a chance at all, as AG Global completely overwhelms whichever survivor that is in their line of sight. They tackle around on top of the group, but AG Global looking for the finisher already. It's time to put the final nail in the coffin, finishing touch, everything from the kitchen sink thrown at the remaining survivors. AG Global just would not relent. They all fall one by one. AG Global have just successfully found their 4th consecutive booyah of the night.
No way, a 4th booyah again. Critical moments, they've been clutching the hell up, and AG right now are looking kind of unstoppable. The maps that we have to play here today. With that being said, AG, they do not break their own limits, unfortunately. 25 points this time around, which is still commendable, but RRQ not too far away at 21, with attack all around in 17.
Yeah, in fact, RQ Kazu has the most eliminations this round, just not in terms of placement points, so not too shabby considering the...
Let's look over at P Esports as they take on Torak once more with AG on the backs of LBT.
In P Esports, they're gonna have a rough time because AG Global and Todak will basically sandwich them. LBT Nero really in the red zone. They've already lost one of the members. LBT is gonna join him in the grave, and don't cry. Probably would just have to hold his breath and not show any presence. Let this fight die down. Karma actually got shot down, but revenge is gonna start kicking through. Raja, you're gonna be next on the hit list by taking on AG. A fatal mistake. Stop finds it. That's point number 3 for AG Global.
They're just hunting. They're just hunting. They know that Torak is also involved in this fight. Don't know where. They hear the audio. They turning the corner. Oh, almost finding the tray, but luckily AG, they just collapse faster. Wings using the Riptide Rhythm to look and find Sypha as the knockdown here. Quickly trying to keep him alive for as long as possible before you see Caramel get onto the back of Wings. Do on the opposite end. They'll facepalm him. Hey, nobody, I say, takes down my boys. Currently, the points at which to get to that second floor is also difficult, considering that even one more on a bit of an off angle himself. Oh, wait a minute. Cosq forced to actually push on backwards. If they're getting forced in, I would imagine that RRQ want to make a move. And yes, you see them converging towards each other on the opposite side of this building. On fire, would take as many shots as he can, but Peter, doing majority of the work, ends up still facing the music of RRQ. They managed to get the revive in time, and Dude's quickly jumping past the blue wall to cut off entryways, but still falls down. On fire and one more doing good work, despite the last member of RRQ on the outer side. That's going to be RRQ getting eliminated at 11th place.
Oh man, that really stings if you are RRQ. There's no way out for Expand. Yeah, Achap is already gone. Jonah, what a snipe from afar. I think Expand does have one member who is essentially going to be the survivor, but not if he gets picked off. I think that's Mikit. AG Global somehow finds it, and they cash in on their 8th point. And now they're looking not just at Expand but also at BRU. This could be another moment for AG to pop off.
Oh, this is such a good position for AG, but they need to focus specifically on the members of BRU, who's going to be their biggest competition. Expand gets eliminated, and BRU make quick work of them here, sweeping them under the rug. This is how these engagements need to go so they can prepare for the jump-in from AG.
This is the biggest test if AG Global can overcome BRU this early into the game. In this mid-game, they are going to have a great chance when it comes to the later stages of the round. Point number 9 for AG Claim. Here comes the 1v1. Sypha on the Jonah. Couldn't find a knockdown just yet. And stop. He's going to get blasted in the face by the Trogon. Jonah somehow finds a knockdown through the window. And BRU is looking to turn it around onto AG Global. The revival needs to come through, but Sypha falls. And AG Global instantly calls for retreat. This fight is over, and they now need to look for survival.
Oh, man.
But his back is exposed. And Hua Esports will be the team to do the honors unless P Esports chips in,
No way!
This ceremony. Shin is so low, needs Yanmin back up, but the Riptide Rhythm ruins all of it. BRU now takes point. And Trickon is gonna try and wrap around.
Did they know?
AG Global is to pick up Scrap. Caramel finds a knockdown. It is a mess, and AG Global somehow makes it out of it.
No way that AG makes it out of that when they could play by the rocks or even by the 4 trees on their left-hand side. Attack all around, forced to push on in. I would only imagine that Falcons want to be a part of this to maybe flush out GOW.
Yeah, and we also caught a glimpse of AG Global in a horrible spot, a crowded area. Unlike the previous 4 rounds, Limit did get sniped. There is a third party firing at attack all around as well, so this push is not going to be easy for Esports. Gets knocked out as the Riptide Rhythm. Pun got absolutely just gets literally bullets, sprayed to pieces. GOW should be able to hold the compound with minimal effort. As Jump Guard also gets taken down. Attack all around. Assault has ended.
Yep, and Falcons absolutely ruined the chances of attack all around, even committing some Riptide Rhythms to open up some angles so that GOW can get some free shots in. Now the circle pulls closer towards the southern side once again. Falcons, as good as their position is, they might need to come from the eastern front.
And with that being said, attack all around basically regroup. BRU left on an island, same as PE Sports, but Star Knights, they're gonna face off against Todak. Wings needs to find an angle, but he's not safe out in the open because BRU sees him, and Todak, they're not gonna have any chance of survival. Too many opponents to look at, and they get eliminated as well.
Yep, and GOW, they're farming hard this game already with 11 eliminations and looking for some more as they can take the full engagement against the Star Knights. Their front line is basically gone. Dion is dead. Ton is trying to recover. It's a 3v4 against the Star Knights in this compound, but Liam will try his best to buy some time for the rest of his members. Ends up falling regardless, but now, wait, it looks like AG Global going in full favor. PE Sports, Falcons, as well as BRU all caught within the same compound of fight. Right now, you see GOW playing on the outskirts. We'll look at the last remaining members of the Star Knights, eliminating them in 6th place.
Yeah, GOW
so much influence over the map. They know where GOW is going to be, and if PE Sports ends up falling, they know that they can push into the compound to fight Falcons. And there we have it. PE Sports ends up getting eliminated by the Falcons, but Falcons pull back straight away afterwards. They do not want to being caught in a pincer.
And that is bad news for AG Global. That is their one ticket to potentially get some resources to prep for the final phase, and now they have nothing. BRU knows where they are. Falcons clearly heard the footsteps, and AG Global ends up being caught in the middle. Perhaps the 6th consecutive round is not going to happen anytime soon, not under BRU's watch.
I mean, it's got to be a miracle play here. Falcons need to fall into a full engagement with BRU to give either one of these teams who don't have full fighting strength a chance. Whether it's GOW or AG, let's find out, because AG gets down to the ground floor behind the compound and BRU slowly pushing back up, but AG have no choice and will have to take the CQC against BRU as they get gunned down inside their safe space. Reloads in front of them. Wasana eliminates AG's chances at a 5th booyah.
The perfect day is not today for AG Global. They did say they wanted to, and they didn't expect to get 4, so that's more than enough for them.
Oh!
BRU now has a chance. What a nade! That's the remnants of GOW. Another cluster from Falcons. They want this private 4v4 with BRU. Ton somehow stands back out, has the Steffi, but BRU, they're not going to wait for Falcons to clean up the stragglers. They want that third party, maybe a 5th member, but Ton gets sniped by one more. He wants to make sure that this is a fair fight between Falcons and BRU. Eternal enemies on the battlefield. Steffi, Time Turner, Blue Wall, Jonah in the front. On fire is knocked down, Get High ensures that he stays down, but the captain of BRU gets eliminated. Falcons turns around in a 3v3 is a labyrinth in the middle of the safe zone. That Riptide Rhythm exposes everyone, and Peter, not ready to receive the bullets in his face, gets knocked down. Koskyu needs to find Wasana, but Wasana is online. BRU finally making a mark in this round, and this belongs to them. The first booyah for BRU.
GG, well played. BRU come up on top here in Nextera with a booyah of their own in calculated fashion, as they always have their booyahs. B already got the launcher out half the time.
Yeah, look at this. I mean, BRU not breaking the record for most points in a single or for today, but they get 25 points, same as AG Global in the previous round. Falcons getting 24 and GOW with 22. AG Global not too far behind, 18 points.
Yeah, they did not bomb out, and luckily even for...
And Shin is gonna eventually find Viper. He wants more grappling gun to cut the distance between him and Stop. Actually gonna take the back door, the back way. Stop, no idea that this is happening. What good maneuvers from Shin to really cripple the forces of AG Global.
Yep, and now they're looking for any remaining members. Oh, we cut back. Vamos apparently getting a pickoff onto RRQ. Wait, where are the rest of the RRQ members? Abe!
What?
No, RRQ getting eliminated in 12th place as BRU quickly to the last final weeks. Jonah still holding that top side, just watching Vamos just getting frozen up here. And now the entry going to get blocked off, but they try it, but it's too late. They're already getting blasted through. 2 members of Vamos is down, and the rest of BRU come in to wipe them under the rug once more. Vamos go out in 11th.
Not even a contest, really. While Jonah using his 250th grenade in knockout stage. Falcons engaging in their own little party with Hua, and Falcons this time a resounding victory, taking 4 points for themselves, but Hua Esports still in the game.
Yep, Falcons, this is their playground, right? Close CQC, and especially when you have the grappling gun, there's
Nate almost took out 2 of them. Not really the most well-equipped. Poon got actually at the RGS, but he got knocked down, so Star9 is able to dampen the firepower, but they still gotta win the CQC. The Limit shooting them from atop. They have no good line of sight, so Limit can take his time to get Poongot back up.
as this recovery is going well, the Star Knights end up dropping down like flies. Kills secured, no problem. And now this entire area being controlled by attack all around. There is another engagement with Falcons.
They're like, oh boy, we gotta take this fight, AG Global. We'll see this coming for sure. It is a full-on rush on top of the roof. Human's gonna back up for now. Peter goes for the rush, could not find an initial knock, and a full fight ensues.
Yep, and Expand, they're going to be starting to walk up to check out what's happening. Even GOW and as well as Hua have noticed the conflict happening on that compound on the outer skirts here. Falcons still unable to break on in just yet. Oh no, Viper gets left outside of the building. He quickly drops down the Chrono to buy himself some time to reposition to the ground floor. Tries to get back in through the window, gets blasted by Cosq. Peter finds the knock. They should be able to recover after this, but AG, they're not getting bailed out. Nobody's getting involved. No thirds as they lob grenades in towards the compound, controlling both entry points at the same time. GOW is in the middle of a fight of their own, but Falcons, this looks like they're going to win out this war of attrition against AG. Riptide Rhythm's also going to be dropped down quick. This is going to be fast for Falcons to sweep under the rug as we see
Vehicles, monster truck, race cars as a means of defense. Gotta deal with BRU. Game, but again with two members, Osana getting chipped down to half health, not down just yet. It's time to recover as Jonas lands a nade on the Trickon, and Peter even sniping one of the members of Hua Esports. They are the recipient of this death sentence from multiple Thai teams. BRU getting bailed out unintentionally by Falcons.
Yep, and Product gets eliminated at 9. Falcons still want to control the outside of these tents. Wasana, as well as his teammates, need to get out of here. This is too hot of a zone, especially with attack all around and Hua wanting to get involved. They can hold out for now, but that means that Hua is going to get eliminated at 8th place. On the opposite end, PE Esports taking a full engagement against Star Knights, and it looks like it's not going well for the Star Knights, right? But it's coming at a cost. Now a 1v1 between the two to hopefully make things turn around. LBT manages to get back up in time to turn this into 2v1. Faiz, he's still going strong. Can he please just win this out? It's too close. It's too dangerous. As attack all around now looking at the current situation, Riptide Rhythms, and that's going to be 2 eliminations falling into their heads. PE Esports get eliminated alongside them.
Man, LBT even switched into the charged buster to try and win it with the one shot, but attack all around took advantage of that situation. AG Global up to 3 members. Only Cypher is missing, but 2 of them were revived, so they don't really have the most to work with. Attack all around might be the difference maker. Damage onto BRU. They're all clumped up together, but the surroundings, right? GOW, Falcons, Peter getting revived. He dropped right into the center. He needs to find safety instantly. Makes it to a safe spot for now.
On fire, and as well as one more trapped into the back of a van. Peter, he's so low, he just wants the reset, but BRU, they walk past them. They're looking for the compound instead, and GOW are doing the exact same thing, but they're sending Demon out first to scout out. Cosq ends up going down as attack all around, still majority of the play area on their side, 40% as it slowly starts to reduce down as the blue gets closer and closer. Now 20% of the play area. Attack all around need to make a decision.
AG Global, just don't breathe. Do not make a sound. Deal. He's starting to fire at the members of BRU, but the grenade launcher from Poongod, the RGS, is going to make the difference. Attack all around takes the roof for now. It's going to buy them some time and space But AG Global, they have the building to work with, the inner structure. Hoongard gets dropped by the play zone of all things, and that's the guy with the grenade launcher. A bit of a disaster for attack all around, but they still got 3 people left. With the glue wall is going to get destroyed by the Riptide Rhythm. Jonah is going to snipe Limit. This is all going to hell as AG Global will be forced to join the fight. Pandemonium in the middle, a bloodshed for multiple teams. This is just a chaos incarnate. BRU finds center point. Jumpers gets dropped down. You is going to drop down the frying pan, but you cannot outgun the gun as BRU finds 11 eliminations. GOW, best possible round for the Riptide Raider, breaks all the glue walls. BRU running out of members, running out of stamina. Wasana will not stand. GOW brings it home for Vietnam to close out week 5.
Oh yeah, baby! Gotta Wolf makes it past. They held out longer than everybody else, and they just took down, just hurt, weakened members from all sides. What a turnaround here, and God of Wolf gonna be very, very happy. That booyah was very much needed to buffer some points away from the 12th place spot. Ended up getting pincer, get forced back into a corner, hunkering down until the end game zone, and still managing to get a good number of MVPs alongside it throughout the day. 6 MVPs across the board.
We had for MVP title collectors. Of course, game standings, 20 points for BRU. Is overall a slower round, not too explosive even for the winners. And GOW, because they only got 4 elims, they clocked in 16 points at the very end.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, the rest. But here's the day 15 summary with AG right at the top at 136 points. This has been one of their better days. Falcons with 103. They really started to pick things up towards the latter half.
Yeah, and for BRU, it's all about a game of consistency, even though they didn't break the 100-point standings. 1,012 in total to be exactly. I feel like they are wanted to plant this a free fire. Every single time, they will set the bar higher for themselves.
Yep. And as you can see, the numbers are all nice. Every team has played 60 games in total, with AG with
bottom 3 will be the Malaysian teams once more. We'll just see if they. We'll just hope. We just wish them the best for the last round. Weekly Predator deal with 49. Followed by Jonah with 37. Cypher Wasana with 33. And Stop with 32.
Well, looks like AG is going to be dominating the Weekly Predator this time around and not BRU. This has been quite an exciting day for AG overall, right? So quick momentum. They got shut down.